guys. Love you guys. You know, I look out on this sea of familiar faces. Many of them not familiar over a year ago. Virtually all of them familiar now. Look at the diversity in this room. Spirit amongst all the organizers who packed this room from wall to wall. And all I can say is this looks a lot like a jealous family reunion to me. I want to thank each of you and our neighbors across the state for the incredible support that you all have given me in this uphill fight. And we said it was like going from climbing K2 to Everest. With all the odds stacked against us, your support means a lot. I want to thank everyone who's been a part of our coalition on behalf of the entire Jealous Turnbull team. Just moments ago, I called Governor Hogan to congratulate him on his re-election. And to wish, over half the votes have been counted. And we've looked at those numbers, and it's right for us to concede. It was wrong for the networks to call it before anything had been published. But the numbers have been published, and it's right for us to concede. You know, General Colin Powell told me a long time ago, it's easy to figure out what we can disagree on. What is tougher and more important in a democracy is to figure out what we can agree on and to go get that done. And I say to Governor Hogan tonight, if we find something we agree on, I look forward to going to get that done. We have an opportunity. I'm just going to speak from the heart here. I came into this race as a movement leader, and I'll go out of this race as a movement leader. The people in this room, the volunteers who made up this campaign, funded by the people, have defined the future of politics in our state. We will see the end of the day when corporations and corporate PACs, big businesses, fund our races. We will see a day when we truly have a public finance system that works. We will see the day when zip codes do not have tyranny over children's opportunity to learn. We will see the day when every Marylander has health care and none is forced into poverty to use it. We will see the day when the massive student debt crisis has been ended. And we will see the day when mass incarceration is dead too. We will see the day when the trust has been restored between the women and men who have sworn to protect and respect all of us, and the communities who need their protection the most. And we will see the day when Maryland is restored as a refuge to everyone seeking persecution abroad. Everyone facing persecution abroad. You know, we stood up in this campaign to make the future come faster. And I have no doubt that the legislature, the leaders in Annapolis, the Democratic Party, occasionally a courageous Republican, will find ways to make pieces of that future come faster. We've already seen it happen in this campaign. When we started this campaign, Chief Justice Taney still loomed over the state capitol's grounds. We won that fight. When we started this campaign, and he is there no more. When we started this campaign, the governor intended to bring fracking to our state. And we beat that back too. When we started this campaign, they laughed at the idea of free community college. And it's already begun to appear in our state. By the way, if you're operating the teleprompter, cue up the thank yous, would you? There's a lot of them. And I want to thank each of you for believing in that future. A future when money bail is gone. When no longer can you get out of a prison, when no longer can you get out of a jail simply because of the money in your pocket. No, if you're dangerous, you need to stay in jail. And if you're poor and not dangerous, you need to go home and come back for your court date. Oh, we ran, in other words, on a platform that said we will have the courage of our convictions. We will have the courage to stand up for the values of our neighbors. We will have the courage of our common sense. And we will not be limited by any pollster or politicians or pundits' thought of what's possible. Because it's the people of this room who just, and rooms like this across the state, who just a half dozen years ago made Maryland the first state in the South to pass the DREAM Act, the first state in the South to pass marriage equality, the first state in the South to abolish the death penalty, and the first state in the nation to do all of them. And so I want to start by thanking our incredible team, led by Travis Tazalar. He hates it when I call him out by name, but I wouldn't be here without him. And everyone, I want to call out the organizers, the communications team, but also the finance team, who was told a year ago that while everybody else was riding a bicycle, they would have to ride a unicycle because we weren't taking any money from big business or corporations. Folks the pundits nationally will talk about how we could have made history tonight. But I want all of you to understand that we've already made history by proving that you can win the Democratic nomination for governor in Maryland without taking a dime from a corporation. Oh, this year is still the year of the organizer. This is still the year of the woman. Let's roll this, guys, come on. Right there. We've had amazing women candidates all across the state, and I want to take a moment to recognize them. Susie Turnbull, my running mate, she's not just part of that wave of women who've run, she's helped build that wave. And I want to encourage everybody who knows I should have thanked them to go read my comments online, because this is not working. But I will say this, to the union members, to the unions who supported us, I am proud to have your support. I'm proud to stand for a stronger union movement. I'm proud to come from a union family and to be a former union member myself. To Indivisible and Our Revolution, the Jaywalkers, wise women, and every group that sprang up after 2016. I want to say thank you for stepping out on faith and courage and writing more postcards than any campaign's ever written in Maryland, making more calls, knocking on more doors anybody thought was possible. Thank you, and you are the future. I want to thank everyone who who gave us their time, who gave us their talent, who put courageous ideas on the table, and everybody who reached into their pocket. Because there's no way to be of, by, and for the people unless you're funded by the people. I'm looking out in this room, and I want to thank the organizers of Baltimore, many of them in office. You know who you are. I want to thank my civil rights family. I want to thank the NAACP for being the NAACP, nonpartisan that they are. We would not have run this campaign without their legacy. And I want to thank everyone who understands in their heart that the future of the Democratic Party is defined by us deciding to get back to being our best selves. The party of FDR, the party of RFK, the party of MLK, Barbara Mikulski. We're the Maryland Democratic Party. We're the party that Barbara built. I want to thank the mayor of Baltimore for stepping up and doing what a mayor of Baltimore should do, which is to back the candidate who's the most for Baltimore. I want to thank the Lower Shore Progressive Caucus for doing what Lower Shore progressives should do and backing the candidate who is the most courageous for the working people of the Eastern Shore. I want to thank activists in Western Maryland, like our Revolution Western Maryland, the progressive Maryland activists across the state, the Working Family Party, for standing up for working people and helping us recognize what so often is, but so often overlooked, that we, no matter where we live, what color we are, what faith we are, we, the people of Maryland, have far more in common than we have uncommon. And you know, I want to thank everybody who set aside heartbreaks of 2016 to build a big tent to define the future of our state. And I want to thank Kathleen Matthews, the chair of the Maryland Democratic Party. I want to thank my parents who are here tonight for their courageous example and always pushing me to organize and to reach across boundaries and to pull people together. It's my dad. He was one of the few white guys to go to jail repeatedly to desegregate this downtown. My mom's up here somewhere. She desegregated Western. The Doves love you, Mom. And she couldn't be here tonight, but my grandma turns 102 this month. And that 101-year-old retired Maryland social worker who once trained a much younger social worker named Barbara Mikulski, a long time ago. You know, she remembers her granddad who was born a slave and became a state legislator. She hoped tonight to see her grandson become governor. And all I can say is, Grandma, I want you to live like 4 more years. Because we, the educators, the nurses, we, the working people of Maryland, we, those of us who yearn to live in a place where we are defined truly by the content of our character and our collective yearning for our children to live a better life and our seniors to be able to retire in dignity, we came into this room together, movement builders. and we leave together movement builders. And let's go build the movement that makes the future of Maryland come faster. Thank you, and God bless. Say one thing, guys. If you don't see me for a few days, I'll be in an amusement park somewhere with a 6-year-old and a 12-year-old. Looking forward to have some time with Dad back. I'll see you guys. Bless you.